At the beginning of the film, we meet the Collins family, consisting of 3 members. Among them is a young boy named Barnabas, along with his parents. They are a wealthy and happy family because Barnabas's father is successful in the fishing trade, running a renowned company. They reside in Collinwood. As Barnabas grows older, he becomes involved with a girl named Angelique, who works at the palace. Angelique asks Barnabas to marry her, but he declines, as he is interested in someone else. This rejection leaves Angelique heartbroken, and she decides to seek revenge on Barnabas. So Angelique uses sorcery to cause the death of Barnabas' parents. She also curses Barnabas, ensuring that his beloved will meet a tragic end. Angelique enchants the girl Barnabas loves, leading to her suicide. Devastated, Barnabas himself commits suicide. However, Angelique intervenes before Barnabas dies and curses him to become a demonic vampire, ensuring his soul becomes eternal. Later, Angelique gathers the people of the town and reveals Barnabas's vampire nature. They bury him under a mound of earth. 200 years pass, during which a girl named Victoria arrives at Collinwood, seeking employment. She arrives at the palace and announces, "I'm here for a job." Upon seeing a hanging photo of Barnabas, she asks, "Who is he?" Just then, the lady who owns the palace, Elizabeth, appears. Elizabeth provides Victoria with all the necessary information about the palace and informs her that she's hiring her for her nephew. Victoria then gathers information about the boy's mother, who is Elizabeth's sister. Elizabeth sadly reveals that the boy's mother drowned at sea. She introduces Victoria to her son, and Victoria meets the boy's father at the dining table. During their meal, Elizabeth's friend, a psychiatrist, arrives. The boy appears, trying to frighten Victoria by covering himself with a cloth. Elizabeth informs the boy that Victoria is his new governess, to which he responds by saying, "My mother isn't dead." Victoria supports the boy's statement, which brings a smile to his face. Afterwards, Victoria retreats to her room, where a figure appears cloaked in a piece of cloth, attempting to frighten her. She uncovers the cloth to reveal a ghostly figure who cryptically warns her he is arriving. Confused, Victoria pursues the ghost. Shortly thereafter, construction workers uncover a coffin while digging. Opening it, they inadvertently release Barnabas, who attacks and kills them one by one, feeding on their blood. Barnabas then interrogates one of the workers, demanding to know if any living members of the Collins family remain. The worker reveals that there are 4 descendants still alive. Using his hypnotic powers, Barnabas enslaves the worker and learns that 200 years have passed since his burial. He then returns to his ancestral home, Collinwood. There he encounters Elizabeth's daughter and her nephew. The nephew remarks to Elizabeth's daughter that the man in the painting is still here. They introduce themselves to Barnabas and declare that the Collins family is their inheritance. After Elizabeth arrives, Barnabas reveals his entire past story to her, including the fact that he is a vampire and has eternal life. He also discloses the existence of a treasure and a secret passage within the palace. Barnabas assures Elizabeth that his cursed existence will not bring harm to her family. Elizabeth marvels at the discovered treasure, remarking that they were unaware of its existence for many years. Barnabas then requests to become a member of Elizabeth's family while living at Collinwood. Elizabeth agrees, emphasizing that this arrangement will remain a secret between them. Barnabas later meets the other family members and inquires about the fishing trade. Elizabeth informs him that the fishing trade is nearly defunct because Angelique has taken control of it, buying out all the fishermen. Barnabas reassures Elizabeth, saying, "You need not worry, I have returned and I will fix everything." At that moment, Victoria appears, and Barnabas playfully gives her a nickname of his choosing. Shortly after, Angelique is shown successfully managing her fishing enterprise. Angelique learns about the murders in the forest and decides to investigate herself. Upon arriving, she confirms that Barnabas has been freed from his grave and deduces that he may have returned to Collinwood. She heads there herself. At Collinwood, Angelique questions Elizabeth about Barnabas. Eventually, Angelique comes face to face with Barnabas. They reminisce about their past together, but Barnabas accuses her of betraying him by causing the death of his beloved and cursing him into becoming a vampire. Angelique tries to reconcile, suggesting they start anew, but Barnabas refuses her offer. It becomes clear to Barnabas that Angelique is responsible for sabotaging their business ventures. Afterward, Barnabas starts a new business with the treasure money. Angelique feels uneasy about this and becomes jealous. Soon after, a psychiatrist hypnotizes Barnabas, revealing to her that he's actually a vampire. She immediately confronts Elizabeth, demanding to know why she kept Barnabas's true identity secret. Angelique insists he's a murderer and shouldn't stay in the palace. Elizabeth, however, adamantly refuses to banish him, stating he's a member of the Collins family. Following these events, Barnabas and Victoria become friends and begin spending a lot of time together. Angelique organizes a gathering to meet Barnabas, who visits her office. She proposes buying his company, but Barnabas flatly refuses, accusing her of sabotaging his business. Meanwhile, the psychiatrist cunningly extracts Barnabas's blood. Meanwhile, Victoria dreams about her childhood, when she could see ghosts. Her parents, annoyed by this, send her to a psychiatric hospital. It turns out Victoria could only see the ghost of a girl who repeatedly showed her one scene, her suicide. Later, Barnabas and Elizabeth host a celebratory party to launch their new company, where Victoria and Barnabas finally meet each other. During the party, Victoria opens up about her troubled childhood, revealing how her parents sent her to a mental hospital when she was young because she could see ghosts. Angelique is also at the party and becomes jealous when she sees Barnabas and Victoria together. Meanwhile, a child's father leaves him alone, causing the child to become upset and run to his room. A chandelier starts to fall towards the child from where Barnabas is standing, but Barnabas swiftly rescues him. However, in the process, sunlight shines on Barnabas, causing him to burn and revealing to everyone that he is a vampire. Witnessing this, everyone panics and leaves. Barnabas tries to approach Victoria, but she also leaves. Desperate, Barnabas turns to Angelique and pleads for her help to become human again. However, Angelique accuses Barnabas of committing numerous murders in the forest and blames him for them. Barnabas insists it wasn't intentional and accuses Angelique of being behind the murders. Angelique threatens Barnabas, revealing she had also hypnotized Victoria into potentially committing suicide. She offers Barnabas a partnership or else she will bury him again. Barnabas refuses her offer, and Angelique locks him back in his coffin. She then sets out to bring Collins's company to ruin once more. As Angelique leaves the grave, Elizabeth's nephew approaches and unlocks Barnabas's coffin. Barnabas asks the boy how much time has passed, and he replies it's only been 20 minutes. Meanwhile, Angelique goes to the police and exposes the Collins family for harboring a vampire and murderer. She leads the police to Collinwood with the intent to arrest the entire family. At Collinwood, Barnabas arrives and confesses to being a vampire and a murderer. He admits to all his wrongdoings and accuses Angelique of being the mastermind behind everything. In an attempt to expose Angelique, he tries to drink her blood, but she is unharmed because she is not human but a witch. A fierce fight ensues between Angelique and Barnabas. During the chaos, Elizabeth's daughter interrupts, revealing herself as a werewolf, shocking Elizabeth. The werewolf daughter and Angelique engage in a battle, but Angelique uses sorcery to avoid prolonged confrontation. Elizabeth confronts Angelique angrily, demanding to know what she did to her daughter. Angelique admits that she had bitten Elizabeth's daughter as a child, turning her into a werewolf. Furthermore, she confesses to drowning Elizabeth's sister and the mother of the boy in the sea. Angelique reveals to Barnabas that she was the one who killed his parents. At that moment, Elizabeth's nephew intervenes and threatens Angelique. Undeterred, Angelique vows to eliminate the boy first. As Angelique advances towards the boy, the ghost of his mother appears and screams at Angelique. Startled, Angelique is struck by a chandelier which falls on her, severely injuring her. Barnabas urgently warns everyone to leave the house. Suddenly, the entire mansion erupts in flames. Elizabeth manages to lead everyone out safely, including Barnabas' slave who regains consciousness outside. Afterwards, Barnabas confronts Angelique. He accuses her of never truly loving him, suggesting her feelings were merely a result of her sorcery and desire to control him. Angelique denies this, professing her genuine affection for Barnabas. She then metaphorically gives her heart to Barnabas before dying from her injury. Following these events, Barnabas searches for Victoria, who had been enchanted by Angelique and was heading towards a cliff to commit suicide. He arrives just in time to stop her. Victoria tells Barnabas that they can never be together. Deeply conflicted, "You have lost me for a lifetime because you are a vampire. You dwell in darkness while I stay in the light." Victoria tells Barnabas, "We will find a solution somehow." Barnabas assures her, "There is only one way," Victoria says, then jumps off the cliff. Barnabas follows her, biting her before they hit the ground. As they lay on the ground, Barnabas mourns Victoria's apparent death. However, Victoria suddenly opens her eyes, transformed into a vampire herself. "Don't call me Victoria anymore. Call me by the nickname you have given me," she tells Barnabas. "Today I have become a vampire like you." They embrace each other, now united forever. The movie ends on this scene. Thank you for watching.